Tariffs are voided. He exceeded his authority. America's listening to Fox News.
So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $29.95 a month for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer expires 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
It was 1 week ago when two National Guard members from West Virginia were ambushed and shot on patrol in Washington, D.C. Sarah Beckstrom died. Andrew Wolf remains in serious condition. The accused gunman is now charged and pleaded not guilty via video from a hospital bed. He was shot and returned fire.
Murder, assault with intent to kill, and weapons possession are the charges Ramanullah Lakanwal will face if there is a trial in his case.
One that we believe we will be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt.
D.C. U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro said while she's optimistic on prosecuting the current charges, more may be coming against Lakanwal. But at this point, it's too soon to talk about the death penalty.
That is a decision that comes later in time, and that is one that ultimately the Attorney General will make.
A definitive motive in the deadly shooting is still being investigated. Lakanwal's next court hearing is scheduled for January 14th. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Well, he's an Afghan national who fought for the U.S. during the war and then came here in 2021. Now President Trump is freezing all immigration applications from Afghanistan and 18 other countries that had travel bans or restrictions imposed on them in June. And Minnesota may be next in the Trump illegal immigration crackdown.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry citing unconfirmed reports that immigration and customs agents are setting their sights on Somalis in the Twin Cities who are in the country illegally.
And so here's what we know. You have the right to remain silent, and you have the right to a lawyer. You have the right to not open the door unless a warrant has been shown.
The mayor saying the city will not cooperate with ICE. The Department of Homeland Security in a statement saying it doesn't discuss future or potential operations. President Trump has criticized Minnesota's Somali community over a $1 billion fraud scandal that continues to rock the state. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising this morning. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
News Talk 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's All-American Truck Headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
Happy Wednesday. It is now December 3rd, 2025, and you're listening to News Radio for South Texas. The Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV. We're also at Radio Para Mi. That is a free app. You could be listening on your smartphone, and producer Freddie puts us on 710 KURV, YouTube, X, and Facebook Live. You can join us there as well. 18-year-old Gabriela Nunez Garcia arraigned yesterday, charged with 5 counts of intoxication assault. She was arrested this past weekend following a single vehicle crash on North Bicentennial Boulevard in McAllen. The crash claimed the life of 25-year-old Jacob Rodriguez, and 5 other passengers were hurt in that accident. Garcia has been charged with intoxication manslaughter. Bond for Ms. Garcia was set at $100,000. 7:06 on the Valley's Morning News. Immigration applications for 19 non-European countries are no longer being accepted by the federal government.
All green card and citizenship applications from the 19 countries are being put on hold by the Trump administration over what's described as national security and public safety concerns. Countries on the list include Afghanistan, Somalia, Venezuela, Haiti, and Iran. The move comes after an immigrant from Afghanistan was accused of shooting 2 National Guard members just blocks from the White House. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Back to Texas. The Texas Performance Average for one college admission test that number is lower.
New data shows that SAT scores are slipping in Texas. Some say this is more proof that schools need to get back to the basics.
Get away from this wokeness.
Sherry Sylvester with the Texas Public Policy Foundation says there is hope for the future. She says private school vouchers will get kids into the right type of learning environment. Data from the DEA shows that the average SAT scores here are more than 50 points lower than the national average.
That's Michael Board reporting. President Trump announcing Trump accounts for some babies.
Trump says every American child born during his second term will receive a $1,000 government deposit to help start their account. Dell Technologies founder and CEO Michael Dell and his wife Susan joined the president for the announcement to talk about the $6.52 billion donation that they are making to the program. Financial experts say that Trump's accounts amount basically to an IRA for kids. The accounts were established through the passage of Trump's Big Beautiful Bill, signed into law in July. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Quick political note for Texas. It appears that Dallas area Democrat Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett will be announcing a run for Senate, likely sometime early next week. The unofficial start of the holiday shopping season is proving to be successful.
MasterCard shows a 4% increase in spending this Black Friday compared to last year, with retailers raking in nearly $12 billion in online sales on Friday alone. Not everyone, though, is taking part.
The Black Friday, it used to be really 50%, really 60%. Now you only see 30, 40s.
Ridiculous. It's not worth it anymore. It's not what it used to be years ago. Those were sales, not now.
The National Retail Federation projects a record $1 trillion in holiday spending this year, up from $976 billion last year. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
Hear that? Record. Still, people still spending. Brick and mortar or online? My goodness. Time 7:09. It is AccuWeather time. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina joining us. I want to say thank you first to Dougie and all the gang at Martin Farm and Ranch. You might find the perfect gift for someone you love at Martin Farm and Ranch Supply. You never know unless you go and look. Don't forget Martin Farm and Ranch Supply. Best selection of Purina feed, as we'll say hi to Dougie if you stop by. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina joining us. And a slight warm up, not too warm, I guess. Like maybe we might hit 80 today, right? That might be the warmest, right? For
Yeah, a couple of spots. The clouds may hold that back a little bit, but and a passing shower too. But yeah, should top off about 80 for a couple of folks, but otherwise mid and upper 70s.
You had mentioned the chance of rain sometime over the next couple of days. So when might that happen? Is that another cool front or what's going on?
No, there's actually a little low developing out right along the coast. That's going to kind of throw some more, you got the counterclockwise flow around a low. So with that moisture coming in off of the ocean, there's that, or the ocean rather, the Gulf rather, there's the opportunity for a little passing shower this afternoon, maybe a touch of rain tonight, and even a chance for a thunderstorm tomorrow too, as that low kind of lingers nearby and then starts to move on away.
I had mentioned in a national report for anyone doing business or family travel to the nation's midsection, sub-zero temperatures, right? Somewhere up the midsection, all the way up to Illinois, Minnesota. Just red flag that if you're traveling to that part of the country. That's like you're going to stick around for like several days in the nation's midsection. Anything you red flagging for Texas travel? Houston, Dallas, San Antonio? Any red flags today?
Nothing too bad today. Too far. Dallas, sun, a few clouds, 63. Spotty drizzle tonight. Occasional rain and drizzle tomorrow for Dallas. Houston today, turning cloudy, shower late in the afternoon, periods of rain and a thunderstorm tonight, periods of rain and a thunderstorm tomorrow, into tomorrow night, and a few showers lingering into Friday morning. Looking pretty wet for Houston, solidly into at least the first half of Saturday, to tell you the truth. That's that low lingering along the coast. Since they're right there, they're just going to get the brunt of that. San Antonio, cloudy, maybe a passing shower tonight, occasional rain tomorrow, brief shower to Friday night. That's it. Nothing too crazy.
And as far as national days today, watch out for those porch pirates. It's National Protect Your Packages Day. I love those videos.
I was gonna say, you've seen those videos where they like blow up with like paint and glitter and
there we go. Makes for great entertainment. Safe for us, but not so safe for the thieves. All right, pal. Call you next hour. That's AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. Your AccuWeather forecast highs again. We might hit 80 if you clear the cloud cover. So highs, the temperature range today and tomorrow, like mid 70s and low 80s, like 75 to 80 today and tomorrow. Friday's highs should be in the low 60s as a result of the cooler air that is on the way again. That time is 7:12 on the Valley's Morning News. And this note on higher education: Texas universities are adjusting to new state law that restricts leftist indoctrination.
New rules at Texas Tech slap restrictions on classroom discussions about race, sex, and gender identity. Conservatives like Cindy Castilla with the Texas Eagle Forum says that for too long, professors have been pushing DEI.
We don't want our college students to be taught by professors that they're victims of anything.
Faculty will be required to submit materials to the Board of Regents for review as they prepare for the spring semester. Tech is following A&M, which last month approved a new policy that requires each campus president to sign off on courses that touch on race or sex.
That's Michael Board with that report. Up next on 710 KURV, going to share with you a conversation I recently had. In fact, yesterday I spoke with our mayor in McAllen, Javier Villalobos. New scrutiny on the entertainment district downtown McAllen, all the clubs and nightlife and bars. After another deadly incident, after a deadly incident, and not the first controversy this year linked back to the entertainment district. And yes, we'll talk about the big, beautiful Christmas parade, the holiday parade coming up in McAllen. That's next on the Valley's Morning News.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic, available online at Amazon and newnordicusa.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS. Thank you, Rio Grande Valley, for participating in our contests and promotions on News Talk 710 KURV. Remember, all prizes must be claimed within 10 days and picked up Monday through Friday between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And only one winner per household is allowed within a 30-day period. And if you want a cash prize, you must wait 60 days before participating again. Any tickets we give away have no cash value and may not be sold. If they're sold, they will be voided. To get details on our contest rules, swing on by our offices at 2520 East Business Highway 83, Mission, Texas 78572.
This is the time of the year most of us are checking off our holiday gift list. Identity thieves have lists too, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you could miss yourself. If your identity is stolen, your own U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
It's Westwood One's coverage of the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys visit the Detroit Lions. Tune in for kickoff at 7:15 Thursday night on News Talk 710 KURV, powered by McAllen Bolt.
News Talk 710 KURV is your radio station in South Texas for Texas A&M Fighting Aggie football. We're in playoff mode for the Aggies now. Join us mid-December for the first playoff game for the Aggies. Big thank you to our many supporters this season, including Henka Saad and Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. McAllen update, our Mayor Javier Villalobos in the studio. We got some special family events that we want to emphasize this morning. So let's get, you know how they ask you, you want the good news or the bad news first? Let's get the bad news out of the way. Freddie, check the mic. Make sure Javi is on. Yeah. Attaboy. 17th Street, hard air quotes, entertainment district, which is really just nightclubs and nightlife and bars. Okay, so they developed that long ago in McAllen. And yet another incident potentially linking back, deadly incident, potentially linking back. What do you know? How much can you share as far as what you know of that accident? 25-year-old young man, looks like he was in the medical field, passed away as a result of an accident. What can you tell us about the driver, age, all that stuff? Is it linked back?
No,
to-
certainly, and based on what we know, I think we can link it back, and that's one of the issues we have. We have had a 25-year-old, I think it was a RN, a good kid evidently, and then we had an 18-year-old driver from Memorial High, which my understanding is was a very good kid. Unfortunately, they made a mistake, and here we go again. So I guess you get into the issue of, because I posted on Facebook about the issue, and there's blame all over the place. So really, who is to blame at the end? There's a lot of things that we keep on trying to do to avoid this as a municipality, but it's difficult for us. And like I always state, our hands are tied a lot of the times.
The investigation continues.
Oh, it continues.
Has it been linked, though, that the young lady, the 18-year-old, was inside an establishment and
We
receiving?
pretty much know
Okay.
that
Okay.
yes. The answer is yes.
When? Yeah. Okay. This is the second black guy. We've run out of black guys or eyes to blacken now. The first one was several months back, and it was a female McAllen police officer assaulted. You could plainly see on the video, got punched in the face after, I guess it was a fight that they were trying to break up.
No, definitely. And I remember that, and that's one of the things that made us really go look at it. And we shut down about 20 clubs, and at the very end, some of them reopened up. They did what they had to do, which is all we ask. Do what you're supposed to do and enforce the rules and regulations you're supposed to enforce. For example, no underage drinkers, and that's one of the problems we keep on having, which is one of the reasons that I implore to all bar owners to make it 21 and over. Unfortunately, our hands are tied and we cannot force them because the state does not allow us.
Okay.
But I mean, that's one of the things I'm looking at. Look, be responsible. We think about families, think about young people, and but safety before profits.
In the news, there was on the write-ups for this, you were mentioned as calling on TABC, Alcoholic Beverage Commission, to do more to crack down. I'm thinking, when I think TABC, I think sting operations, and send in the minors. Let's see who served. Okay, why did you not properly card or age these individuals? I don't know as far as the resources they have at TABC, but it would be good. I think it'd be a good start for them, whatever they have on the ground, to focus Friday night, Saturday night at the entertainment district, because that's prime real estate for funny business, for monkey business.
Yeah, and that's definitely correct. That's one of the reasons we know that TABC is funded very, very poorly. We know that they probably don't have the resources, but they also know, and we know where the problem is. So we can concentrate on the area for just a little bit, because once you do, then they know what's going to be going on. They know there's sting operations. They know they have a chance of losing their license, and hopefully they'll start complying.
How do they? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mayor. How do they lose their license? I mean, if they get stung by TABC, or let's say in this case, it is confirmed that this young underage for drinking goes back to a specific location, can they? That's it. You can serve alcohol.
And that's a statutory type of matter where TABC goes after the license. For us, we can try and pull the permit. So either way, we can try to work together and really try to, if it's a bad business, let's shut them down. If it's somebody that, like I tell the community, because sometimes they tell me, well, you're just trying to shut down everybody. And the answer is no, not really. I'm trying to make sure that the good establishments prevail and do well. If you do what you're supposed to do, and we shut down the ones that aren't doing their work properly, then the ones that will survive will be the good ones. And if that happens, the number of bars in the downtown area will be less, but they'll be more prosperous.
Javier Villalobos, our mayor in McAllen, is it worth the aggravation to keep the 17th district around? Or I don't know, because how much money does it bring in?
Well, let me put it this way. We get criticized a lot that y'all don't do enough because you all get a lot of revenue from the downtown area. And you know what? That is so far from the truth. I think we get probably about $150,000 a year from the whole downtown area, which tells me that they're not reporting their taxes. They're doing cash transactions. So that's less than 3 officers' a salary. So that's not the reason that, taxes is not a reason where they haven't been shut down. It's when they started this entertainment district, it was a great idea. It really was, to spur development, and it worked for a little bit, but then it turned out into, just bars and more bars.
Nightlife, yeah.
And then it's because it's the entertainment district, it's so easy to get permits and to we have owners that sell, that change, and we don't even know. So that's one of the reasons I'm proposing in the next commission meeting to get rid of the entertainment district designation and make all areas there in the downtown area to comply as everybody else has to in the rest of the city, regardless of whether it's in the downtown area or not. And one of the biggest problems we have there also, and people don't quite understand, a lot of the times, well, the city doesn't do anything in the downtown area. The city doesn't do this. Well, the city does not own the downtown area. It is owned by private individuals. And if those private individuals do not invest in their own properties, do not upkeep it, do not try to promote, well, then it's going to go down. And at this point, I don't care anymore. If the downtown area goes down, it's their own private property, and that's it. We had the last meeting we had at City Hall where we invited owners and bar owners. I remember one individual stating that his family has had the property for 90 years, and I can assure you they have not invested a red nickel in the property in those 90 years.
We're at $1 billion, right? When it comes to retail revenue, tax revenue, right? Do we hit the
no, sales tax
in McAllen?
No.
Sales tax. No. What's the figure for us in McAllen?
Sir, that would be wonderful, but no, we're at 98 point something million in sales tax, which is amazing.
Yeah,
per capita,
$1 billion in sales, which in the taxable is
we're way over $1 billion in sales.
Yeah, $1 billion sales, which means 100,000, 100 million, pardon, 100 million, and 150,000. Yeah, put it into perspective, you see why.
Yeah,
it's just a drop in the bucket.
So when people say you all need to do more, what can we do?
Yeah,
if the owners themselves don't do it, I mean it's up to them.
Well, let's talk about selling. I don't know, snow cones, candied apples, churros, funnel cakes, all the good stuff that's coming up in McAllen at the Convention Center campus, the South Pole of Texas.
You're talking about the good stuff now. Of course, everybody pretty much knows that this Saturday we have the holiday parade, and everybody's invited. Make sure you get there early because I think we know it gets packed and traffic is just horrible.
Yeah.
So if you can get some kind of the bus shuttle or something, that's even more beneficial.
It's a great service, by the way, and it's they've smoothed out the kinks. They got a great service. So South Texas College, right? They're helping out again.
Correct.
South Texas College, go to the campus there on Pecan, park there, plenty of parking, and take those chartered buses, the shuttle.
And they keep on going back and forth, and it is very beneficial. You want to get in and out. And of course, after the parade, you still have the carnival there, music and everything. And then you go to the convention center, the South Pole of Texas, and what an amazing environment. I mean, I love going. I don't have little kids anymore, but I love just going and seeing others, little kids running around and smiling and taking pictures, and you just see the joy in their faces, and it just makes you feel good.
Great memories, great picture taking opportunities. That's this weekend, people. Already we got the McAllen Holiday Parade,
and it'll be there for
Saturday.
30 days.
The tree lighting is Friday, right?
No, the tree lighting was this past Friday. I missed it, Serge. Actually, I did too. I was at the Dallas Cowboy game. What a game! So this is the first year I missed the tree lighting.
Okay, now we're taking the conversation to the Cowboys. I'm uncomfortable with it.
We're going to the Super Bowl.
Oh my God! See, I knew it was going to drop it in. Javier Villalobos, our mayor for McAllen, joining us. The tree is lit at the downtown campus. We got the Saturday parade in the evening, and should be really nice weather. It looks like it looks pretty good right now. And take the shuttle from the South Texas College campus. And I've asked you this before, the carnival that is there on the campus, right? It'd be a good idea if you keep it around like another week or so, just to keep people going to the park. So have y'all talked about that? Maybe keep it a week or so. It's December, it's Christmas.
Well, people stick around. I mean, we have
with the vendors that sell all these really nice things and trinkets, right? Maybe that could help to pay for.
Well, I mean, we do have a lot of stuff going on, no matter when. I think. Look, we have over 500 events in the convention center area and around the Christmas time area.
Yeah.
I mean, we have just had so many family-friendly events that it's, and a lot of the times we want to do even more. But you know what? We also have to be careful with our staff. They are great staff. They are hard workers. But you know what? We got to give them a break too.
Yeah.
Because when we do these big events, we're talking about all departments. Everybody working at the same time, from parks, public works, security, police department. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of work, and that's why. And we have great staff and great administration, which is the reason we have successful events. But you know what? We also gotta, let them spend time with their families.
And we are on the map. The parade is televised and broadcast and repeated online as well. Like McAllen, Texas is the South Pole of Texas, and I believe they saved the parade and they broadcast it in Texas on Christmas Day, I believe, and in other parts of the state. It's real pretty.
In different areas, it is broadcast in different states and in Mexico. I mean, the
Nice.
views is just incredible.
Very nice.
So a lot of the times people are, well, why do people? Of course, the parade. A lot of people think the city of McAllen pays for the parade. Most of it is paid by sponsors. If we're talking from Lone Star Bank to HEB, Bird Ogden.
Yes.
So I mean, the parade, of course, is going to cost some, but it's just incredible what happens. We have tremendous community partners that keep on helping, and they also love what they see because they see how many people go, how many people see them on TV, how many people hear about them on radio. So it's a good investment.
The
for them
marketing
too.
tentacles for that thing is beautiful.
Incredible.
It puts us in the best light possible for Christmas, and it's now part of our brand in McAllen.
That's correct.
Javier Villalobos, sir, Mayor for McAllen. I've got just a couple of minutes left. Right, Maestro? Right, Freddie? So he says 2 minutes. He says, okay. Big projects, 10th Street and the Expressway, the Phallic family, Bowie Reservoir as well. What can you tell me about those projects coming up?
Well, of course, a phallic property development, it's coming little by little. And so that's a private sector development. Then you have the Bowie, which we're also trying to make it everything private sector. But Bowie, we should be probably in the middle of this month, hopefully picking a master developer and then a couple of months to see if we can get the idea we originally had, kind of the concept, so that we can start developing. I think.
What was that concept?
Well, we wanted some water. Initially, we wanted some big water features, kind of a lagoon type of stuff. But we realized that it was going to be sucking us dry year after year, and we're not going to do that to our residents, to our citizens. So at the very end, we decided to go back to the drawing board and do something different. We want some water features, but not like we wanted initially.
Okay, not like a big water park or something like that.
No, never a water park.
It was never going to be, but at least a water area where you could dine and enjoy. So, okay, the city will be choosing the developer for that very soon. I understand.
Correct.
Before the end of the month, before the end of the year?
That's what we're looking at.
Okay. It will definitely be a magnet, right? Like a destination point.
Oh, definitely.
As likely will be the 10th and the Expressway site for the Phallic family as well. Will be like hotels, shopping areas as well, another destination.
I mean, it's incredible what keeps on happening in McAllen. I remember years ago when some people would say, hey, McAllen isn't developing. It's like a donut everywhere around. But no, McAllen keeps on developing at a rate that's just incredible. And now here with the reservoir, that will be an incredible development. Of course, the Phallic family is developing. And we're also looking at something north of the convention center that we're looking at. And
that's right, the property north.
There's some good stuff coming, hopefully soon.
Is there some brainstorming that still needs to take place for that?
We're still at it, but if we were able to do kind of similar to what we're thinking about, it's going to be amazing.
Okay. We wish our folks in McAllen, our family in McAllen, the best, especially when it comes to the prayers that we're throwing to heaven, hoping and praying that big tech, more big jobs, good paying jobs come to the area. We're hoping that I keep checking with you guys at City Hall and say, Serge, we're still in the running. Just wait, we're still in the running. As long as I hear we're still in the running, there's always hope.
Well, Serge, we're still in the running.
Okay.
I remember, I think I've told you before what happened a couple of years ago. We had a humongous project. At the very end, the carpet was pulled.
Yeah.
And so, never count your chickens, but we're really at it. We're keeping the eggs warm.
Right. Thank you for stopping by, Mayor. And Merry Christmas.
Well, Merry Christmas, and everybody be safe out there. Be careful. There's been a lot of stuff. Remember, if you drink, don't drive. Get a designated driver, Lyft, Uber, taxi. Merry Christmas, you all.
And we'll see you at the big parade on Saturday in McAllen, the holiday parade from McAllen. Again, go to South Texas College, STC. That's where you park. Take the shuttle bus over to the stadium in McAllen. Thanks to our Mayor, Javier Villalobos, for joining us today. This is the Valley's Morning News. News Talk 710 KURV is your radio station. Appreciate you being with us. Join us at Radio Para Mí. This radio station also home to NFL football Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night. So tomorrow night, it's Detroit. They're hosting the Cowboys tomorrow night, 6:30 broadcast on News Talk 710 KURV. Big thank you to McAllen Bolt. And we got sports up next on 710 KURV. You have various commercial sites. I strongly encourage you to take advantage of an amazing value. Top commercial outfit in this region is Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. It is in their name, waterproofing. That's Chamberlain. Waiting for your call. I'm going to give you a cell number. Call or text in just a little bit. Get some of the expert crews out there to all your commercial sites and see the condition of the commercial roofing system that you have. You don't want that thing failing because you got water coming down at you on your equipment and operations. Going to shut you down for several days. Going to have to get that repaired. So avoid that. Do the proper maintenance. Get proper inventory and assessment what's going on. Chamberlain Roofing, Waterproofing. They have cutting-edge roof installation and repair technology, and they know what to look for. They know the specific roofing system that you have at all those different commercial sites, from warehouses to commercial strips. You give them a call. Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. Again, that assessment is free. That's how they start a potential relationship with you long term. If you have future building projects, well, you definitely need their expertise in waterproofing solutions. Chamberlain Roofing, Waterproofing, 956-655-6178.
This holiday season, we'd like to extend a big thanks to our family, friends, and customers. Whether you've been shopping Glick Twins all your life or just recently discovered us, you know we've got the very best selection of guns, knives, and scopes at the very best prices. Glick Twins is your go-to store for holiday shopping because behind the counter is the most knowledgeable and friendliest staff in all of South Texas. This Christmas season, be on the lookout for super specials on guns, scopes, knives, and clothing. From all of us at Glick Twins, Merry Christmas.
Some people say you can't spell destination without destiny. Truth is, a destination doesn't need a why, it needs a when, and that when is now. McAllen flies nonstop to destinations you're destined to love. Dallas, Houston, Las Vegas, Orlando, Los Angeles, Austin, Mexico City, or the beaches of Cancun, with one-way flights starting at $100. Enjoy ticketless tap-and-fly parking, a full bar, and VIP lounge. Your summer destiny is a destination from McAllen International Airport. Fly above, beyond at flymfe.com.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday! Your Houston Texans visit the Kansas City Chiefs. Kickoff is 7:20 Sunday night on News Talk 710 KURV.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
I'm Trevor Beck with your TSN Sports Minute. San Antonio gets things right last night, led by Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox, but also second overall pick Dylan Harper got into the mix as well, showing off his talent.
Harper, how did he get it past the 7-footer?
Harper ended the night with 15 points, helping the Spurs get back in the winning ways over the Grizzlies, 126-119. Spurs face the Wizards tonight at 6 p.m. Stars were up in New York last night facing off versus the Rangers, and we saw the 23rd star get a goal this season in Kyle Capobianco.
Capobianco, the wrister, he scores! Kyle Capobianco gets the goal and ties things up here in New York.
But it wasn't enough as they lost in overtime 3-2. Stars play again tonight against the Devils. I'm Trevor Beck with your TSN Sports Minute.
AccuWeather says highs today should be upper 70s, 75 to 80 is the range today, tomorrow. Lows tonight should be in the upper 60s at the moment. Let me make sure here. Last check, one final check of the McAllen and Brownsville area. Let's see. Yeah, it's still upper 50s. Last check was 57, 58 at Brownsville and 59 at McAllen, Edinburgh, and Mission. Border Bridge wait times as posted on KURV.com. And go back to our website, right-hand margin, and you'll see the reports from Customs. Let's see. Let me get the latest numbers just to make sure we got the latest report. So at Customs Border Protection at Brownsville, reporting a wait time at B&M, about 30 minutes, actually 20 minutes at Gateway, at 10 to 15 at Veterans. That report is, that's the most recent report. And for the McAllen area, 30, 40 minutes at all three major bridges headed back to McAllen. This is the Valley's Morning News. News Talk 710 KURV. Business news check of your money up next. It's taco time. El Pato time. Every El Pato restaurant, they're waiting for you right now. You can order at elpato.com. What I do is I phone it in, the order. Give me, let's say, for example, it's an order for the office. Give me a dozen breakfast tacos, the patos. Make 3 of them chorizo and potato and bean. Make 3 of them some bacon and egg and bean. And don't forget the cheese. So order what you like. It is made fresh, and you can feel it, man. You pick up that bag of breakfast tacos, the patos, is nice and hot. Just like the tamales, by the way. That always impresses me. I order a dozen tamales. Well, it's a seasonal favorite at El Pato. As good as the Mexican food is at El Pato. Just imagine how delicious and scrumptious those pork tamales are at El Pato right now. But they gave me the football size pack of tamales. It's nice and hot. In fact, I can't even hug it that long because it's that hot. So take one with you. Take a pack of pork tamales, only $9.99 at every El Pato restaurant. And don't forget the big chalupato plate as well. $7.99. That's the chalupa, the tostada with the beans, the lettuce, tomato, the cheese. You got that taco, the pato, full of carne guisado or chicken guisado, rice bean, and the drink. An amazing $7.99 at every El Pato restaurant.
Power, performance, and savings. The Coyote year-end clearance event is on now at Rivetta's Machinery in Donna. For more than 50 years and 3 generations, the Rivetta families proudly served the Rio Grande Valley, and today they continue that tradition with Coyote, the name trusted for power, reliability, and value. Right now, they're clearing out Coyote tractors, zero turns, utility vehicles, and compact construction equipment, all at incredible year-end savings. From the small but mighty 21 horsepower models all the way up to the brand new 140 horsepower Coyote HX 1402, they have the right machine for every job and every budget. And with financing as low as 0% interest and 0 down payment with approved credit, there's never been a better time to join the Rivetta's family. Go see why generations of hardworking Texans choose Rivetta's for tractors, equipment, and service that go the distance. Visit them on Expressway 83 in Donna between Hutto and Valverde Roads. Rivetta's for the long haul. See dealer for full details.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in McAllen at 956-803-0058 and Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC. McAllen Mission.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. Semiconductor company Marvell has announced that it will acquire Celestial AI for at least $3.25 billion in cash and stock. The purchase price could increase to $5.5 billion if Celestial hits revenue milestones. The deal is an aggressive move for Marvell to acquire complementary technology to its semiconductor networking business. Trump Media reached what it called an amicable settlement of a legal dispute with the co-founders of the social media company. Trump Media did not provide details of that settlement with United Atlantic Ventures, the partnership of the co-founders, Andy Latinsky and Wes Moss. American Eagle beat Wall Street's expectations on the top and bottom lines for its fiscal third quarter. The apparel company, which recently partnered with Sydney Sweeney and Travis Kelce, is expecting comparable sales to grow between 8 and 9% during its holiday quarter. Futures are slightly higher. Tuesday, the Dow Industrials gained 185, the Nasdaq up 137, the S&P 500 up 16. That's Your Money Now.
Your 710 KURV exclusive accurate with a forecast. Don't be surprised if there's a passing shower somewhere in this big, vast area. And passing shower later today. Highs will be 75 to 80. And tonight, maybe someone else gets some rain. 65 to 70, the lows tonight. And then similar tomorrow, 73 to 80 for highs. And yes, the continuing chance of somewhere in South Texas, we might see a thunderstorm or a little bit of rain. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Fox News coming up in 2 minutes.
This holiday season, we'd like to extend a big thanks to our family, friends, and customers. Whether you've been shopping Glick Twins all your life or just recently discovered us, you know we've got the very best selection of guns, knives, and scopes at the very best prices. Glick Twins is your go-to store for holiday shopping because behind the counter is the most knowledgeable and friendliest staff in all of South Texas. This Christmas season, be on the lookout for super specials on guns, scopes, knives, and clothing. From all of us at Glick Twins, Merry Christmas.
Mark and Carla McCaleb, the McCaleb Funeral Home clan in Weslaco, Texas. A reminder to you and your family, it is a very loving thing to do, to pre-plan and prepay that event. We know it's in the future, somewhere on the horizon. Only the Lord knows that day. But my mom and dad did this for me a long time ago, and I strongly recommend that you consider the same. It's much like, having a sit down for financial planning, for life insurance. It's just one of those to-do things that once you decide, you put it on the shelf and wait for the Lord to, for his call. McCaleb Funeral Home in Weslaco, Texas. One of the members of the McCaleb family. In fact, I'm going to give you Carla McCaleb's personal cell number. Again, call her, text her. And somebody can come to you wherever you are. You don't have to drive all the way to Weslaco. They can go to you, Harlingen, Brownsville, McAllen area, Mission area. They can go to you, have a sit down with you, and take out that list, pre-plan this, that, and the other, all the pre-planning, and prepay. And when the time comes, that's a lot less stress on your immediate family at that time of separation. And of course, the family coming together, they just need to love each other. Pre-plan, and prepay. They come to you, McCaleb Funeral Home. Carla McCaleb is at 956-650-2841.
Hi there, my name is Tony Bolstead. My wife and I, Carol, own Sand Monsters. We'd like you to come on out and have fun. We've got a half-mile long track out here. It runs across about 3.5 acres. Have adult cars and kid cars, getting laps in, learning how to drive on the sand. And we also lease space to Redline Helicopters is one of our tenants here, and they've got a pad and they do helicopter tours. Lone Star National Bank and the team there really helped us get this thing put together, answered all our questions, huge help.
I am Stephanie Harrison. I am the second generation owner of Sisters Interiors on South Padre Island. We had always dreamed of owning our own land and owning our own building, using our design team to create what you see here today. That's how we got involved with Lone Star National Bank. We partnered with them and they helped us, create the dream.
News, traffic, weather, sports.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
It is the Wednesday edition of the Valley's Morning News, News Talk 710 KURV. This is News Radio for South Texas. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with show producer Fred Cruz and AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. Highs today should be around 75 to 80, and starting this evening, maybe a chance of a shower somewhere in South Texas. News on 710 KURV is a service of J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. President Trump says very little drugs are reaching the U.S. since the U.S. strikes on boats he claims are filled with narcotics began.
We're saving hundreds of thousands of lives with those pinpoint attacks.
The president, during Tuesday's cabinet meeting, Fox's Aisha Hosni has more on that one bombing from the White House.
The president and his Secretary of War are denying they knew anything about this order to kill all survivors back in September. A U.S. official tells Fox News that Admiral Bradley did that to sink the vessel because it could have threatened other ships or even allowed survivors to then call for backup. So it was a, so to speak, self-defense move here.
Secretary Hexed says he supports Admiral Bradley's decision. Buying frenzy on Cyber Monday, $14.25 billion in online purchases, setting a new record, that from Adobe Analytics. America is listening to Fox News.
The Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV, also at the free app Radio Panama. Go get it. Listen on your smartphone. More Texas news. An Afghanistan citizen living in North Texas, Fort Worth area, who threatened to kill Americans has been charged by the federal government.
30-year-old Mohammed Dawood Alakouzeh has been charged with transmitting a threatening communication in interstate commerce. This was related to threats he made last week on a video call that was recorded and posted to social media. Alakouzeh came to the U.S. under the Biden administration, according to Attorney General Pam Bondi. U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas, Ryan Raybould, said, "We have zero tolerance for violence and threats of violence to kill American citizens." Alakouzeh threatened to conduct a suicide attack on the other participants of the video call, as well as, quote, infidels and Americans. He said he would build a bomb in his vehicle and that the Taliban were dear to him. He faces 5 years in prison.
That's Eric Bushman with that report. Governor Greg Abbott recently designated the Council on American Islamic Relations a foreign terrorist organization. Now he has sent a letter to U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent requesting that he launch an investigation into CARE and revoke their tax-exempt nonprofit status. And online shoppers may know about phishing, the scam called phishing. There's another type of scam that you need to know about. It has a funny name.
It's called quishing. Cybersecurity pros say it's a phishing scam done with QR codes. A mystery package comes in the mail with a QR code inside that looks harmless. Scanning it may take you to a fake website, stealing your personal information, or installing malware on your device. The FBI warns, ignore packages you weren't expecting and never scan a QR code from an unknown source. I'm Sarah Walters.
The Valley's Morning News, also at Radio Para Mi. It's a free app. I invite you there so you can listen on your smartphone and join us online. Radio Para Mi, 710 KURV. JP and Jeff at Amigo Power Equipment waiting for you today. They've got awesome deals on that reliable, rugged, long-lasting, dependable equipment. Get the job done with Kubota. Versatile Kubota equipment waiting for you today. And great deals waiting for you on Kubota at Amigo Power Equipment. Everything I'm going to mention here, you can find great details at KubotaUSA.com. Visit with JP and Jeff today. The Kubota L Series, the compact tractor, is the number one selling compact tractor in the nation. And at Amigo Power Equipment, they've also got the Kubota Sidekick utility vehicles, the Kubota Z Series mowers as well. At this moment, at Amigo Power Equipment, now through the end of this year, now through December 31st, at Amigo Power, you can bring home select Kubota equipment, 0% financing if you qualify, and you can save up to $4,500 at Amigo Power, again, now through December 31st. For the versatile Kubota equipment that you need to get the job done, it's Amigo Power Equipment in Edinburgh on Monte Cristo.
This holiday season, we'd like to extend a big thanks to our family, friends, and customers. Whether you've been shopping Glick Twins all your life or just recently discovered us, you know we've got the very best selection of guns, knives, and scopes at the very best prices. Glick Twins is your go-to store for holiday shopping because behind the counter is the most knowledgeable and friendliest staff in all of South Texas. This Christmas season, be on the lookout for super specials on guns, scopes, knives, and clothing. From all of us at Glick Twins, Merry Christmas.
Save more with the number one team in Texas, Murdochton Buick GMC in Edinburgh. Take advantage of amazing savings and drive a new Sierra 1500 for just $139 a month. You heard right, $139 a month during the big year-end closeout. Plus, ask how you can make no payments for 90 days. We know who's number one, you, our valued customer. Come see Billy Kelly and his amazing team in Edinburgh today. We shop the competition so you don't have to at the number one team in Texas, Murdochton Buick GMC in Edinburgh. Official sponsors of UT RGV football. GMC, we are professional grade.
Improve your overall health and enjoy a better quality of life with Dr. T's Primary Care. You're trying to set some new weight goals. If you're too moody or stressed out or just tired and trying to get more sleep, Dr. T's Primary Care can help you with all of that and more. If you're worried about things like low testosterone, Dr. T is a primary care provider from the sniffles to the flu and also offer menopause treatment, peptide treatment, and IV vitamin infusions. McAllen area, call 956-80.